Hey, what's up, naughty community? Welcome back to my naughty hobby with Amber for another crochet tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the waffle stitch, or I should say the stitch sequence to create this highly texturized waffle look to your blankets simply by using front post double crochets and just regular double crochets. So let's go ahead and get started. For this project, I'm going to be using a 5mm hook and some worsted weight yarn. You can use whatever you have available though that correlates with the size of yarn and hook. So in order for this to work out properly, we're going to need to chain a multiple of 3. So in this one, I'm just going to do 21. There's 10. Okay, to create our foundation row in the 4th chain from our hook, so we'll count down 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip those and work into the 4th one. Here where my thumb is. We're going to place 1 double crochet in that stitch and then in each one across. You should have a total of 18 stitches, 18 double crochets once you reach the end. This waffle stitch creates like a puffy texture to it. It's really unique, like kind of squishy. There's our last stitch. Okay, I prefer to use a standing double crochet instead of a turning chain. And so that's what we'll do in our first stitch, which is this one here. The way you do a standing double crochet is you just draw up a loop, and I like to try to get it, I'm going to have it reach the height of a double crochet, so I pull it up a little bit higher, just create a single crochet, and then 1 chain. That'll actually be the stitch that we work into on our way back down. So we did our standing double crochet. Now we're going to do our first front post double crochet, and it's going to go around this stitch right here. So you yarn over, insert your hook in front of that post and through it on the side there. Pull up a loop. Now you'll just yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through remaining 2, and you've created that front post double crochet. Now we're going to double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Do another front post double crochet around the next. Double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then another front post into the next. We're going to follow this across, so double crochet in the next 2. And then a front post double crochet in our next. Double crochet in the next 2. Front post double crochet in the next. Double crochet in the next 2. Front post double crochet around this one here. Then we have one more stitch to work into. This is our starting chain, so into the third one, I like to flip it around like this so you guys can see. 1, 2, 3. Right here is where your last double crochet is going to go. Okay, now we turn our work, and we're going to do another standing double crochet. Your rows will always start with a standing double crochet. So we're going to double crochet into our next stitch here. And then we're going to front post double crochet over our next 2 stitches. Double crochet 1, and I went through both loops there, and then we're going to do another 2 of those front post double crochets over our next 2 stitches. Double crochet here. And front post double crochet over the next 2. Double crochet. Front post double crochets. Double crochet, 2 of the front post double crochets, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into our last 2 stitches, working the very last one into the standing double crochet that we did at the beginning of that row. So you're not going to put your last one here, it's going to go right into this stitch. Now we will just repeat those rows over and over, which I will work another one, but a little tip to help remind you where, you know, you're either putting regular double crochets or the front post double crochets is when we turn our work, do our standing double crochet in our first stitch, we're going to look, and anywhere that we did a front post double crochet in our last row, that's where we're actually going to put our regular double crochets this time. So it's going to alternate depending on which row you're working. So I worked a regular in this one because we had the singles. So after the standing double crochet, you're going to work a front post. We're going to work 2 regular double crochets into the next 2 stitches. And then another front post double crochet. We will always end with a double crochet through both loops too. So when you get to the end here, don't forget to put your last double crochet in that last stitch. You can start to see your waffle pattern starting to come out now. So again, turn your work. Going to do a standing double crochet in our first. Looking at our work, looks like this one here was the front post double crochet that we ended with. So we're going to do a regular double crochet, and then 2 back post double crochets. Double crochet in the next, and front post double crochet in your next 2. We're just going to follow that across. double crochet in the next stitch, and then one more double crochet in the top of that standing of our previous row. This is the back of our work, the reverse, so when we turn it over, we have now created that first box of our waffle stitch. Okay, we're going to do standing double crochet. And it looks like these ones were worked regular, so front post double crochet around the first, regular double crochets in the next two. So now you can see we are working the right side or the front side of our work, where you can best see the pattern we've been trying to create, the waffle stitch. Trying to find the top of my stitch to place one more double crochet, turn my work, notice that last one was a front post, so I'm going to put a regular double crochet there, front post double crochet around the next two. Never forgetting that last stitch. Turn our work. There it is, you guys. So you would just repeat those rows where you're alternating where you put your front post double crochets and you're just regular through both loops of the top of your chain. I hope that this cleared up any confusion that anybody may have had. There was lots of members who requested to see how this tutorial is done. So thank you again for watching and requesting. If you like this and if you hooked it up yourself, please share a picture of it and let me know what you're making. I think some leg warmers would be super, super cute and cozy in the waffle stitch. So thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Happy hooking. Bye, guys.